Boom! What's really, really good? It's your boy, Aaron Bevins, a millennial entrepreneur. I'm here live today, again, continuing the series, the 60-day challenge to hit $250,000 in 60 days, bootstrapping your business, showing you guys what we would do if we lost absolutely everything and we needed to build a six-figure wholesaling business in 90 days or less. And it's super, super exciting because today I have a very special guest, individual, founder of the Legacy Makers, individual who's making an incredible amount of impact, hailing from Arizona, Joseph Frangos. He needs no introduction. But Joseph, real quick, before we hop into all the amazingness, because guys, we're going to be making calls together, me and Joseph. We're going to be dropping value, sharing the latest wholesaling and creative finance insights with you, because we're actually doing this business and building multiple businesses and doing awesome things. In addition to that, we're going to be making calls live and talking to you guys and with each other along the way. But Joseph, just give us a quick insight about what you have going on in business and life right now, what your vision and mission is, and that way people know who the man is who sits before us today.
No, man, I appreciate that. That intro definitely means a lot. But yeah, my name is Joseph Frangos, coming out of Arizona and founder of the Legacy Makers brand, community, and globally known impact industry disruptor, if anything. Because for me, the vision, the mission, the impact, it's all about how can I and a community do as much impact for the world, entrepreneurs, regular people, build schools, build hospitals, and everything in between, because that's what it's about. It's all about legacy. And what I do now for people around me, for the people in my life, that's my decision. I took the legacy that was passed down to me and I made that conscious decision to change it. So it's my mission and my purpose to teach others how to do that. And I get to do that every single day in business. It's a lot of fun. I get to do it through real estate, and I get to do it through community outreach and collaborations and whatnot. So definitely a lot of fun doing that. But business-wise, I run a wholesale operation here in Tucson, Arizona. We're doing deals in a variety of states. We just did a deal in North Carolina. We got one lined up in South Carolina, another one lined up in Georgia. So we got some things going on for sure, but it's definitely been a lot of fun. It's been a journey. And I love what Aaron's doing is, teaching you guys again the blueprint on what you need to do in order to start your business from zero to hero and get this thing up and running. So definitely excited to be here.
Absolutely, man. I hope y'all are excited. So for those of you that are just tuning in, it's really, really exciting because we have normally individuals who tune in on all platforms. And here's what we normally do. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time today, either live or on the replay, this is the 60-day challenge, okay? And what this looks like is I've been going live every single day, Monday through Friday, for 2 hours a day, and I am making calls live. We drove for dollars live, okay? We added all the leads to our database. We skip traced them live. We've been making the calls live. We've been teeing up the appointments live. We've been documenting the process, contracting them live. And in day 40, today it marks day 46, guys. And on day 46, as of today, we're currently at $239,000 in projected assignment revenue inked and contracted here live. Very, very exciting. We have 14 days left in the challenge. That means in order to hit our goal of $250,000 in 60 days or less, we have 14 days to contract and ink $11,000, and have escrow opened on it. All right, so I don't know, man. Guys, we have Joseph Frangos with us. This is an individual who impacts entire communities. He has his own community. He's a self-proclaimed closer. Joseph, you were at real quick, before we get started, because I want to hop into this. We only have a limited amount of time, and I want to start making calls. But, bro, you were at the Wholesaling Live, right?
Yeah.
And whenever we actually started making dials live, we have a whole boiler room of 500 plus people making dials. You remember that?
It was crazy. Yeah.
500 people making calls live in one building, y'all. And there were coaches and individuals who really do this business, who were walking around and helping individuals who were smiling and dialing. And there was a gentleman who has never closed a deal before. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, but just less experience. And he has a deal that he needs help on. Joseph handles the deal, and then just tell that story really quick and what you ended up contracting the deal and what the gross revenue that was contracted. Just real quick on that, bro.
Yeah, no, Reader Digest version. Basically, young guy, Muhammad. I'll never forget his name. Or Mufasa, Muhammad.
Mufasa. It was Mufasa. I called him on stage. I'll never forget his name.
Yeah. Now I think of it, I'm like, yo, Lion King. So he pops his hand up. I got the opportunity to walk up, ask him what's going on. He passed me the phone. Long story short, hot seller. She was ready to go. All we had to figure out was the fact that it was her and her ex-husband on title. So I was like, all right, hey, listen, can we get him on the phone? So 20 minutes goes by. She gets him on the phone. It's a three-way phone call. I'm like, hey, sir, just want to make sure that you understand what's going on and you're on board. Yeah, I don't care what we get. It's all good. Okay, fantastic. All I need from you is your email, your name, and your phone number. I'm going to need your address as well. He's like, all right, great. Gives it to us. Write it down. Get back on the phone with the lady who wanted to sell it. We locked her up. She wanted, what did she want? She wanted, I think it was like 110 or something like that. She wanted a little bit over 100K, and we ended up locking her up at like 79,000. And ARVs like 198, and it needs like maybe $15,000 in repairs. So when we did the numbers,
what's projected gross revenue on that contract?
Conservatively, I would confidently say 50K.
Guys, so $50,000 deal, and from beginning of the conversation to signing and closing of the contract, how long did that take, Joseph?
It took, with that duration of waiting for that third call with her ex, I would give it about 40 minutes. So you made
40 minutes in total work.
Yeah.
Guys, 40 minutes in total work, front end, to contract a deal worth $50,000 in gross revenue. Stop overcomplicating this business. It's small baby steps that we take of doing the basic simple behaviors that we're showing you guys live. It's taking these actions, it's doing these reps over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, right? It's like the old ancient Asian proverb that says chop wood, carry water. It's doing the same thing over and over and over again, but that's how you build a village. That's how you create an empire. That's how you create a dynasty, right? It's by these basic small behaviors done over time and compounded and accelerated as we grow a business. So guys, Joseph is very well qualified to be on this call with me in this challenge and go live with me. Shout out to him, by the way. He wasn't feeling 100% himself, a little bit under the weather. And when I called him about today's live that he committed to, he was ready to rock and roll. He put his stuff together, washed his face, cleaned up, and got ready to go. So shout out to Joseph for being a true legacy maker. And a man of his word, and I really appreciate him being on here. With that said, guys, before we hop into this amazingness, because we're about to start making calls, I know y'all came up to see us be about that action. We're about to give you all of our time, energy, focus right now. We're going to put ourselves on the line, and we're going to be making calls live. Here's what we ask of you in return on this live, and if you're on the replay, engage with us. Let us know in the comment sections, where are you tuning in from? What city, what state are you marketing? Why? Because your vibe attracts your tribe, guys. And if you're here with us live or on the replay, it's because there's something that we have in common. There's something that we have of like mind that's common in our goal, our vision, our nature. And there's individuals who are in this comment section right now. We have over 80 people live across all platforms. And that's 80 people who are vibrating at the same frequency. So if you put your city and your state and you connect with people, these can be individuals that you do your next deal with, you make your next 6 figures with. They could be your private money lenders, they could be your investors, they could be your mentors, they could be people that you make your next 2 commas with. I'm telling you guys, make sure that you're engaging, because not only is it exciting for us to be here and be actually performing these calls, getting contracts, but it's super exciting whenever we get to shout you guys out. So put that in the comment section. Let me know right now what city, what state you are tuning out of, and right after this intro, we're going to start making calls live, and we're going to get started, because today is day 46 of the Wholesaling Quick Start Challenge. Let's get
If you're not closing deals today, your business is dying.
I just really think you don't like my assignment fees. But it's all good though, cause I'll double close. Ask me how much did I make, only my mother knows. Now I'm at the dealership like I own one of those. I just made 100,000 right under your nose. 10 bands, 50 band Q Miller. My pipeline like Godzilla. Please do not play with my Skrilla. Attorney on deck, he a killer, yeah. Beat on my chest like gorilla. Me and winning are familiar, yeah. Me and the whole lot familiar. Neapolitan vanilla, yeah, that's mixed up, not messed up.
My goodness. Oh my goodness, man, that's a vibe. That's a big vibe. So before we start making calls right now, the first thing that we're gonna do, y'all, me and Joseph Frangos from the Legacy Makers, founder of the Legacy Makers, are here, and we're gonna be making calls live. We're gonna be making offers live. We're gonna be negotiating contracts live because we have 14 days to hit $11,000 in contracts, because we need that in order to hit $250,000 in 60 days or less. So real quick, let me give a shout out. We want to shout out Luis Montoya out of YouTube World. DF Dub is in the building. Zagla Signs, San Antonio, Countdown City, The Tone. Maximo Sosa, New York City in the building. We got Ivan Rivolo, DMV. What's goody? What's goody? DMV always shows up very, very. By the way, guys, we have over 100 people live on a Tuesday evening across all platforms. Shout out to all of you guys on all the different Facebook profiles, on YouTube, LinkedIn. Diego Cavasso says it's the compound effect. You bet your bottom dollar it's the compound effect. And I can tell, Diego, you've been reading the right and consuming the right material, my friend. And that's why, Diego, you just started taking this serious. And those of you that don't know, Diego, young college kid, he just started taking action, like really concentrated, focused action. And he just got a contract and got it assigned. And it's a $35,000 assignment fee. I'm very, very excited for him. Stevie Brown out of Arizona. What up, what up? From Phoenix. What's good? Cruz Maldonado. Gilbert Franco was goody from Colorado Springs. We got DFW, San Antonio, Chicago in a building, Indiana, San Antonio, Texas. Man, guys, Victor Castillo shows up every single day ready with that energy. I want to give a major shout out to Victor Castillo, because not only does he show up with the same energy every single day, but Victor Castillo shows up and he puts this in the comment section. He says, Houston, Texas, let's connect. Send me a text, 832-293-3694. Guys, make sure to spam this guy. Spam him. Spam him. And the reason why I say that is because I love the fact that he shows up with the same energy. Like, that's great marketing, number one. And then the fact that, like, I'm always encouraging the guys to be screaming what you do from the mountaintops. Right? Because that's how you're going to get attention and eyeballs. You know, who controls the most eyeballs wins, right? We got OC and CA in the building. All right, guys. So I'm here with Joseph Frangos. This is the 60-day challenge. I'm going to do something really, really quick before we start making these calls, Joseph.
What's up?
And that is, I haven't done this in the last week because I've been doing it every single day. And I was assuming that, I didn't want people to take for granted and just kind of ignore it. But people have been asking, Aaron, can you please share with me the metrics that I need, the behaviors I'm accountable for to make sure that I'm hitting six figures? And sometimes I feel like I'm sounding too much like a broken record, and I realize that repetition is the mother of retention, and I need to be saying this every single, as an intro to every single episode. So Joseph, bear with me for 2 minutes as I go through this really quick guide to six figures in your first 12 months. I hope everybody who's in here is getting value already. And if you are, put a fire emoji in the comment section. Put a fire emoji if you're ready for all of the value we're about to do going live. And if you're already getting value, put fire emojis in the comment section. All right, and I'm sharing my screen right now. And I'm just going to share with you guys the quick, raw, dirty math whenever it comes to building a six-figure business. This is the Wholesaling Quick Start Challenge, y'all. And What is the mission? What's the vision here? The vision is to help 100 wholesalers hit 6 figures or more in 12 months or less. Who's this for? This is for everyone who's trying to create momentum in their wholesaling business. But Aaron, I'm trying to own 20 doors by next year, in the next 12 to 24 months. Fine. You still need to establish a business that generates to you deeply discounted real estate every single day. This is for everybody who is trying to create momentum in their wholesaling business. So I have realtors who watch this live on the replay or the live. I have seasoned investors who watch this live and they have their teams watch this live. And I have wholesalers that have never done their first deal. I have wholesalers that are doing $50,000 a month tune into this live every single day, whether it's live or on the replay. Why? Because this is for everybody. You just take the principles that you're learning here and apply it to where you are. So here are the metrics that I need you guys hitting, especially those of you who are getting started. A minimum of 30 conversations daily. A minimum of 30 conversations daily. Aaron, what qualifies as a conversation? I mean a human interaction with somebody who's willing to talk at least. You want 30 of those conversations every single day. Guys, this is so basic, but it's so profound because, guys, if you do this over time, Diego Cavazos referred to what's called the compound effect. Small, consistent behaviors over time lead to massive, massive compounding results, guys. And this is what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, if you do 30 conversations every single day, Monday through Friday, for the next 3 to 6 months, you're going to be unrecognizable financially. All right? That will allow you to generate a minimum, or I want you generating a minimum of 5 leads a day. Aaron, what's a lead? A lead is somebody who raises their hand and says, I am interested in selling my real estate. That is a lead, all right? I want you generating 3 to 5 offers a day, and here's what I mean by that, guys. I really want you erring on the side of being liberal on the side of your offers. Remember, we want to be conservative whenever it comes to our ARVs, right? But we want to be liberal whenever it comes to our behaviors. We want to err on the side of 5 offers a day. That's what our market needs right now in order for you to be closing deals. I don't care what you're doing, right? I want you at 5 offers a day. If you do these front-end behaviors, then we can predict a lag measure of 2 contracts a month. Why do we say that? Because we know that if you do 5 leads a day times 5 days a week, that's 25 leads a week times 4 weeks a month, that's 100 leads a month. And we know that the average wholesaler right now with front end proactive marketing, out of 100 leads, they're going to generate 1 out of 50. So if you generate 100 leads, that means I can get you with these behaviors to generating 2 solid contracts a month. Well, we also know the average rookie wholesaler is only funding 1 out of every 2 contracts. I'm not saying these are the best numbers, by the way. I'm saying these are the average numbers I see in my community and I see in state nationwide. For rookies. So to be conservative, right, I need you generating a minimum of 2 contracts a month in order for you to be closing and funding 1. And if we can get you to close and fund 1 deal a month, the average wholesaling deal is $12,000 a month. I just showed you how to close 1 deal a month at $12,000 is $144,000 a year. Why is that so important, guys? It's so important because the top 10% income earners as of 2021 generate $140,000 a year. So I just showed you how in your first 12 months to generate enough money to be a top 10% income earner. All right, you have no excuses. I've done this same pitch and intro at least 27 times over the last 40-something days, guys. And I took a break from it, and you guys said you wanted to continue seeing it, so that's why we did it. And Joseph was patient with us, so I appreciate you, bro. But now, Joseph, Big Daddy, Frangos, all right, Mr. Legacy Maker himself, we're here for a reason, and that is that the people want to see us make live calls. They want to see us drop a game. And so I have my first lead. I think it's only right for me as the host, to lead by example and make the first call. All right?
By all means.
And so I'm going to make the first call here. By the way, those of you who tuned in yesterday, there was an individual by the name of John who I made an offer. Check this out, Joseph, really quick while I'm queuing up this next lead to call right now. There was an individual that I called. It was the last lead of the day that I called. I was like, let me call one more. Those who are on the live right now, who were on yesterday's live, they'll testify to this, right? There's no cap. I was like, let me call one more, right, Joseph? So I call him, and we go through the whole script, the whole spiel, and I make him an offer, and he accepts it. And that offer was, would have been about a $20,000 deal. Well, I clarify, and I tell him, hey, the next step is I'm going to send you a purchase agreement, and I clarify, hey, I'm going to send you a purchase agreement for the property on Alder Creek. And he was like, oh no, the property I'm referring to is different. And come to find out, I gave him an offer on the wrong property, bro. It was so demoralizing because I had been on the call with him for like 25 minutes, and I was like, oh my God, how did I make this mistake? So anyway, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I gave you a number for the wrong address. I'm going to have to, so what's the right address? So I get the right address, and then I run the numbers, and I'm like, dude, I'm going to have to be like $30,000 less. I make him the offer. He accepts the next offer for a $20,000 assignment fee. I anchored him low and everything. Probably about a $15,000 to $20,000 assignment fee. And so that was the last call that I made on this list of leads that I have right here, bro. So I just want you to know that we have, like, the audience is sending us good vibes, Joseph. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, guys, just so you know, when you get on the phone, just verify that address.
Big facts. Big facts, man. Verify the address. It seems so basic, but all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this popped off with the first lead. I'm incredibly excited. I'm not gonna lie. I had no idea that this challenge was gonna be this fun, and it would lead to all of the blessings that have come from it. Let's pick up the phone.
Get some popcorn.
Hello?
Hey, is Carlos there?
Who's calling?
This is Aaron.
Very busy. What do you want? What is it that you wanted?
Oh, I was calling about the property on 25th Street.
Well, we already have a realtor. I don't know what he told you.
Oh, well, that y'all were asking 50,000.
Yeah.
So you want to sell it?
Well, we do, but I mean, I wanted to find out if the realtors would get it because it was for both of them. 50,000 for 2 lots. Each lot is 50.
Oh, I thought you were asking 50,000 for both of the lots.
No, 50 for each.
Okay, got you. And the address that I see for the one is.
No, I don't have it with me right now. If you want to call tomorrow.
Okay, got you. But you are interested in selling?
Huh?
You said you are interested in selling though, right?
Probably, yes.
Okay. What would make the difference in terms of whether or not you do sell or don't?
And what?
What would make the difference on whether or not you decide to sell?
Well, I don't know. I just said I have the realtor, and I hate to disappoint her if I sell it over here or myself on the other side.
Oh.
She was going to try and sell it for me.
Have you already signed a listing agreement with her?
Yes.
Oh, you have. Okay. Well, we can't overstep your realtor for sure. I wouldn't want to do that. Do you want me to call your realtor?
No, I mean, not necessarily.
Okay, so you want me to contact you?
Yes.
Okay, so what it sounds like is you need the address for the other one, and it would make more sense for me to call you tomorrow. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay, got you. And my name is Aaron, by the way. What's yours?
Billy.
Your name is Billy?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just making a note right now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, excuse me? Bro, why did you laugh, bro? You made me laugh, bro.
Yo, you started smiling. I just couldn't help it.
Dang it, she hung up on me, bro. That's not nice, dude.
Call her back.
Bro,
I don't
you
get why
made me
she
laugh,
says,
bro.
I don't get why she says call her, but don't call my realtor. But I want to work with my realtor. That makes sense. So do you want to sell it or not?
Dang, bro, she's not answering. Oh, bro, that's so messed up.
We are not available now.
Bro, she's not answering, dog.
Her phone died.
Cause cause she knows that I started, y'all. I don't know why I started busting out laughing when she said Billy, y'all. I don't know why. Cause what happened? Did I start laughing or you started laughing?
No, I saw you smiling. Everybody in the chat, who started smiling first? Was it Aaron or me? Because I know it wasn't me.
I'm calling back. Come on, Billy. Dang, that could be a good deal, bro. Dang, I threw it away because I started laughing, y'all. Dang, cuz.
Hello.
She don't like. Dang, bro, that's crazy, Joseph. I lost a deal because I laughed, yo. All right, well, I mean, look, listen, I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk. I made a rookie mistake, y'all, and man, I don't know why I couldn't compose myself. When she said Billy, yo, and I looked at Joseph. And I could not contain it. If I would have spoken, it would have came out that I was laughing, and so I I couldn't say anything, man. Dang, and I think she sensed that because she was like, hello, and then boom, she banged on me. So anyway, dang, I feel like I burned that lead, but go ahead, Joseph, your turn. Do you want me to send you a lead or do you already have leads?
I got some I can call.
All right. Anthony Fontella says Billie Jean wasn't having it. Hey, y'all in the comment section are life. Y'all in the comment section give me life, bro. Ivan in YouTube was like, bruh. Michael Ratliff says ghosted. Dang, she did ghost me, huh?
Whoever this Facebook user is probably Billy. The
Bro.
very bottom comment.
Can you imagine? Hey, Facebook user says, how to go from Carlos to Billy? Bro, I think that's probably what kind of, you know what I mean? It hit me like,
well,
I wasn't expecting Billy, dog. You know what I mean? I think that's what low-key was so hilarious about that, and I could not compose myself, bro.
It just didn't sound like a Billy to me.
It didn't sound like no doggone
That
Billy.
That sounded like a fake name. Like, this is Billy. Like,
oh man, I need to be more serious, guys. Like that. Honestly, I would not have been happy if my acquisition person did that. And like that's a lead that we paid for, and I need to go back and like try to resolve that. But
another number.
Oh, you want me to send you a lead now?
No. I was gonna say I got one already pulled up, but I'm saying like for that lady, for Billy, use another phone number.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna end up doing. That I made a note. I made a note of that.
Okay.
Man.
That's a tip for y'all. Whenever you have a seller who doesn't pick up and you keep calling, use a different phone number to call them back.
Facts. Yeah, that's a good little nugget. Facebook user says, guessing you've never met a woman named Billy.
That's Billy. Billy can answer your call because Billy's on the live.
I mean, it's like this, bro. Like, look, the seller's name is Carlos. I was looking for Carlos, so now a woman answers. Now I'm talking to a woman who doesn't, like, in no context or frame, like, does it sound like it could be a Billy? It caught me off guard. So, like, no. Have I met a woman named Billy? I mean, yes. But, like, is it an everyday thing? No. I mean, I know Billie Eilish. Glock Tuck, big T-shirt, Billie Eilish.
Wow.
I'm stylish. But it just caught me off guard. You know, that's what it is. It caught me off guard, and I don't know. It was hard for me to compose myself. Noah Payton in YouTube World says, I have a question. Can I wholesale a property that's already been rehabbed? If so, should it be to buy and hold, end buyer, or how should I go about this? I will answer this question after Joseph Frangos makes this call.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Francis.
Hello.
Miss Francis, can you hear me?
You what? Yes.
It's Joseph. I don't know if you remember me. I've called you a couple times about your property over there on Perry Ave.
It's still like it was. I haven't decided yet.
Okay. Well, I know last time we spoke, you said you wanted to talk to your two sons about it. Is that still happening?
Well, they don't really want me to. You know, they look at it as home. But I haven't, but it's still my decision, and I haven't decided yet. I really haven't. But thank you for calling.
No, of course. I'm just curious to know, when you say you haven't decided, is it a matter of selling it? That's the bigger decision, or is it what happens after?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you turned this TV down. If I can find my.
No, you're fine. What are you watching?
Oh, right now it's on SBN.
Okay. Well, I don't want to interrupt your TV time for too long. I was just curious when you say that it's, I do understand it is your decision. Obviously that makes the most sense. It is your house. But I'm curious to know, is it the matter of selling it that's the hard decision, or what you're going to do after?
No, I don't live in it. Now I've had it so long.
Mm-hmm.
For so many years that it's just part of me. But it's empty. I need to make a decision. Maybe this will make me make one. I do need to make a decision because it's just sitting there,
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, I'm just kind of curious to see what I could do to help you out with this. I mean, if it's sitting there, then obviously you're probably still paying taxes on it, right?
I still can't what?
I said you're probably still paying taxes on it, right?
Well, everybody pays taxes.
You would be super surprised, Miss Francis. There's a lot of people I talk to on a daily basis who haven't paid their taxes in quite some time.
Well, that would scare me. I'd be afraid. I'd be afraid that they'd come and get my house or something. No, I guess I was raised that way. I pay my taxes, even on the mobile home I lived in. And then on that house, I pay my taxes.
Good.
I guess I was just trained that way. I mean, I guess I was raised that way.
Well, that's a good thing. That means you were raised the right way.
I guess so. It's kind of expensive, but it seems like the right thing to do.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I would hate for you to just keep paying these expensive taxes on it for it to just sit there. I mean, what would it take for you to make a decision? What could I do in order for you to make a comfortable decision in selling it?
There's no big obstacle that's stopping me. It's just me. And I don't know if my sons would. I have two sons.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them wasn't there because he has property of his own. But the other son lives with me. And he goes over there occasionally. I would just have to talk to him about it. I really would. I need to mention it to him.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me, because I'm old and I'm in my 90s and I forget things. So.
Well, you sound pretty hip for being in your 90s.
I'm 92.
I don't believe it. I think we need to meet in person, Miss Francis.
No, I was born in 1930.
Wow. So
I was. That's the truth.
So then, when did you acquire this property? I mean, if it's been sitting there for some time, then I'm assuming you must have bought it within the last, I don't know if I had to guess, 30 years?
Oh, I bought it when I first came to Tucson. I heard that it was for sale, and at that time I lived somewhere else. I forget where. And anyway, I drove up or something and looked at it and bought it. And I lived in it a long time. I really did. Until probably the last couple of years. And then I moved into a mobile home with my son kind of looks out for me. So, but it's just sitting there empty.
Okay, well, I mean,
think I had it.
You said go ahead.
I think I had the walls painted. I think so.
Okay. So yeah, walls painted.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Remember, I'm 22, so I forget a few things.
That's okay. We all forget things sometimes.
So anyway.
So I mean, riddle me this. I mean, if you were to sell it, I know you want to talk to your son about it, and that's going to help you make a better decision. There's two things I'd love to know, or three things. One of them being, when do you plan on talking to your son? The second thing.
My son lives with me. He's not here right now.
Okay.
And the other son stays busy, but he doesn't live that far away. So I have to be reminded to do it. So I'll talk to him.
Okay.
I don't know what they'll say.
Yeah. I mean, let's say your son did say that, you should sell it, Mom. It's time for you to sell it. You've been paying taxes on this thing. It's just sitting there empty. If that's the case, have you thought about how much you would want for the property when you do make the decision to sell it?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I don't know what they're selling for in that area. I really don't. I have not thought about that at all. So, but I guess I need to think about it, find out something about it.
Yeah, it's just,
you're really interested in it?
I am. No, I'm truly interested in it. I mean, this is what I do. I run the business with my wife and my 6-year-old daughter. So we're constantly, purchasing properties and fixing them up and putting families in them, or putting a, veteran, specifically a veteran family in there, just because I'm a veteran. So it's something that means a lot to me. So I'm definitely interested in it. That's why I keep calling you.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll mention it to Mark. He's not here right now. He's the son that lives with me. And when he comes home this evening, I'll mention it, what he thinks about that.
Okay.
So anyway, and give me another, call me back in a few days.
Okay. How about I call you on Thursday morning? Does that work?
That'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Then I will call you Thursday morning. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Miss Francis.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I love it. Beautiful.
Something else.
I know, bro. I know. The good job keeping you composure through that entire call while they were cutting up in the comment section. By the way, guys, Joseph Frangos' style is the reason why their deal size. We haven't like exchanged numbers in a little bit. I'd have to look now, but from what I remember, their deal sizes have always been nice, because whenever you have that sort of patience with a seller, y'all, to be able to work with that type of seller, typically you're going to get bigger spreads, because most people are just not going to have the wherewithal emotionally to be able to deal with them. But Joseph is really, really good with this type of seller, that sometimes you need to kind of work through the process and kind of handhold through the process. So definitely major kudos to Joseph for the way he handled that. Put your observations in the comment section, guys. This is a digital mastermind. This is a digital meetup. All right. And right now we have over 120 people live across all platforms. Shout out YouTube. Shout out all the different places in Facebook. Shout out LinkedIn. I love the fact that you guys show up in such a major way on the weekdays. But real quick, before we go on to the next call, I'm going to get the next one teed up right now. I want to answer this question, and then I'll get your perspective too on it, Joseph. This is from Noah Payton in YouTube world. He says, I have a question. Can I wholesale a property that's already been rehabbed? If so, should it be to buy and hold, end buyer, or how should I go about this? This is a really, really good question. I like this question a lot. And I think there's a couple ways to answer this question, but here's the straight blanket answer. And the straight blanket answer is, Noah, you can wholesale absolutely anything. You can wholesale absolutely anything in any condition, Noah, as long as you contract it at a price where you can wholesale it. You can wholesale absolutely anything. You can wholesale a hospital. I've wholesaled a dentist office. You can wholesale a mobile home park. You can wholesale a mobile home with land on it. You can wholesale a mobile home with no land on it. You can wholesale a land with nothing on it. You can wholesale a parking lot. You can wholesale a car. You can wholesale absolutely anything in any condition, so long as you get it contracted at the right price. So I want you to first understand that. All right? And now how do I know what to offer? All right, and I'm gonna answer this another way, and then I want to get your perspective, Joseph, and then I'll get into the next call. Here's how we do it on the wholesale side. All right, a cosmetic rehab, you can offer as your maximum allowable offer 62% of the ARV. Meaning, if your ARV is $100,000, you can offer 62% on a cosmetic rehab. What do I mean by cosmetic rehab? I mean it only needs flooring, it only needs paint, it only needs some lipstick, and maybe HVAC. I can offer 62% of the ARV as my maximum allowable offer. If I'm a savage, I'm going to take 62% of the ARV and then subtract the additional profit that I want. All right. If it's a gut rehab, meaning we're going to need at least 2 to 3 of the structural big 5. What are the big 5? Roof, foundation, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC. If you need at least 2 to 3 of those items, guys, then in today's market, you can only offer 40 to 45% as your MAO, as your maximum allowable offer. That means it's built in a $10,000 assignment fee. If you're a savage, you're going to offer 40% minus an additional discount for profit so that you can be conservative and you can make sure that you're getting high quality deals, 10, 15, 20, 30, $50,000 spreads. There's a third category, all right? There's a lot of discrepancy over this. A lot of people fight me, and there's different philosophies. But here's what I know. I know that we're doing deals. I know we're doing deals. I know we got HUDs to back them up. I know my community's doing deals, and they got HUDs to back them up, and this is what we use. And that is a structural rehab, meaning you need all 5 of the big 5 items that we just mentioned. Roof, foundation, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC, you can offer 20 to 35% as your maximum allowable offer of ARV. If you're a savage, you're going to offer this minus your profit for a deeper discounted spread, guys. All right. So I just wanted to, I know I kind of got into a little bit of the weeds, but I really wanted to answer this question because I get this question all the time. And that is, you know, how do I know what to offer? That's like Noah Payton. He has this question, you know, he says, can I wholesale a property that's already been rehabbed? Yes. And but I just gave you what we offer as wholesale. So even if the ARV on that rehabbed property is $100,000 and it's been rehabbed, as a wholesale deal, I'm offering $62,000. Okay, so that begs the next question. Well, Aaron, you're going to lose so many deals because if you're only making wholesale offers, then there's so many leads that you're coming in that you're not monetizing. And this is why some people say that wholesalers are going to starve in this coming recession, which is not true. It's not true. You just have to be more conservative as a wholesaler, right? But watch this, guys. Watch this. What should you do if the property is super fixed up and it's not a wholesale deal? That person's not going to accept your 62% of the ARV. Then this is what I call a novation. This is what I call a novation. And a novation means where we're going to get the property under contract for something that is not necessarily a wholesale deal, but it's not necessarily a retail deal. It's somewhere in between, but it's discounted where I can get it under contract. I can put it on the MLS. I can list it on the MLS, and I can make a significant fee. All right. That's how you should go about doing this. If you want to learn more about how to do this, then I definitely recommend you either go to, well, here's a shameless plug. Go to yourwholesalebiz.com, book a free strategy session with me, and I will walk you through some of these incredible strategies, how to take your business to the next level if you're ready to invest in yourself and your business. But the strategy session is free. It's 30 minutes, and you should definitely go there and check it out. That way I can point you in the right direction. With that said, I had to answer that question because Luis Montoya, my guy Noah Payton asked a really, really good question. Can I wholesale a property that's already been rehabbed? And if so, should it be to buy and hold to end buyer? Look, if you get it, by the way, let me answer the final part of this question. Who's your end buyer if you get this under contract with right now? Right now, if I get a property that's fully rehabbed under contract, I'm probably going to turn that into a novation deal. Meaning I'm going to get that property under contract and then I'm going to list it on the MLS because it's fully rehabbed and it can sell for retail value. I'd still make them as deep a discounted offer as humanly possible and guarantee that cash offer. Then I'd put it on the MLS. And then if the end buyer was using traditional financing, which normally won't pay out an assignment fee, that's when we novate Joseph, have you done a novation yet?
Yeah, we did one in Alabama not too long ago, but it wasn't a novation in this sense where it's a rehab property, where it's already
Got you.
fixed
Oh,
up.
you did it where it was already fixed up?
No. The way that we did it was the property wasn't fixed up. The seller was dead set on a number. It was
Yep.
still below ARV, but it
Yep.
was above MAO. Right. So then you lock them in at that price. What we did is we came in, we funded the purchase, or we funded the rehab, we funded the closing costs, we dealt with the realtor, we handled all of that headache. So that way they got that price. We set in on stone, this is what we paid. And then anything on top of what we listed it for, that's what we're getting. So I forgot what the numbers are, but simply, they want 150. We put in 50. It was worth 300. So we made 100 grand. They made 150.
Guys, isn't that cool? That's one exit strategy for a novation. That's one exit strategy where I hope y'all are following what Joseph did. By the way, that's so dope, man. Guys, do you see what Joseph did there? That's so dope. If he would offer a wholesale price, which I imagine he initially did, wholesale price or wholesale terms, probably offered both, and they were like, no. They're like dead set on 150. ARV's 300, and he's like, okay, well, how about this? How about you get your 150, but this property, in order for it to sell at retail value, we got to put 150,000 in it. So I guarantee your 150. I'm gonna come in and put 100. I'm gonna come in and put $50,000 into it. We're gonna go under an agreement. And it's a novation agreement that allows me to have a vested interest here, right? But I'm not actually going to be the buyer. But it vests the interest, right? We go into this agreement. Joseph raised the private capital, I imagine, for the 50K. You didn't use your own capital, right? So basically, Joseph sourced this deal. Now the sellers guaranteed their 150, so they stay owners. Joseph comes in and raises private capital for 50K to renovate this property and get it ready for marketing, puts it on the MLS, sells it for $300,000. The seller on the original A to B contract, they get their 150 that they were dead set on. Joseph pays back his investor plus interest with the out of that the $100,000 equity, and they are left with the remaining balance, which was how much? What did y'all roughly net on that deal?
Like 70.
So roughly netted. So guys, they made $70,000 appear out of thin air. They took a deal that they did not own. Guaranteed the property for. By the way, if their only exit strategy, guys, was wholesaling, they would have lost that deal because they had another tool in their toolbox, guys. Because they had another lure in their what is that called? Their tackle box. Because Joseph had another lure in his tackle box, he was able to turn a deal that was non-monetizable for your average rookie wholesaler and made $70,000. What was the time frame on that deal from contract to closing and funding on the back end, paying out investor and everything?
It's like 65 days. It wasn't
Holy moly, man! If I was Brent Daniels, I'd ring a bell right now, bro.
But let me add to what you're saying, okay? Because I know how people think, and I know what's going to happen because I see it all the time. You tell them something like this, and they jet away from what they've been doing to try to go do that. So for those of you who are watching and you're starting to understand, okay, cool, there's different exit strategies to what you're doing, right? That property that's itself, but you got to figure out how you're going to work with it. If what you're focused on is wholesaling and you haven't done a deal, or maybe you've done a couple deals, just slowly start to get your grasp down on how to lock up on deals, how to market to deals, how to acquire the deals. Then that way, as you start to progress in your career, exit strategies become just exactly what you want. Now you're able to tap into different things. And fun fact, your wholesaling company becomes a marketing company for you. It's not just the end all be all of how we're going to make money on the house. This is just how we're acquiring the deals. And now we get to look at deals differently. But you need to learn how to be patient. Don't try to be like, oh, I saw a YouTube video. They do sub-twos. They do under finances. They do novations. They do this. Da, da, da. There's so many ways to make money in real estate. Focus on one, master it, then add to it. Like Aaron said, right? You're going to put it in your tackle box. Start to figure out what you're going to do.
That's the sauce right there. That right there, this is why I appreciate you, Joseph, because you really do this business. You're actually building an incredible community. By the way, guys, those of you that don't know, Joseph Frangos is building an incredible community that's going to change entire industries. It's called LegacyMakers.com. If you want to change your path and you want to be a part of a brotherhood, a community that will help you to do that, it's an incredible community. It's called LegacyMakers.com. And I shamelessly plug that. I don't get paid to recommend this or to push this, but this is something I fully believe in and 100% back and support. And so, guys, definitely go check that out. But the reason why I share that is because Joseph actually does this business, and so it's validation to hear him say this, that this is the missing piece right here for a lot of people. It is focus in one area right now, which may seem, the trade-off may seem large to you because you're like, oh my God, there's so much opportunity and there's so many voices and everybody's teaching this. And guys, you need to understand what voice to listen to right now, where you are right now in your current journey. Many of you guys are listening to other people right now when you need to be listening to me. I'm your top of the funnel guy that's going to help you gain the traction necessary to put 50 to 20 to 50 to $100,000 in your month in your bank account every single month. Then when you have this in your business, then I believe you should go to Legacy Makers. Then I believe you should go to Sub 2. Then I believe you should go to Astro Flipping. But I do believe at the very top of the funnel, I believe the gateway into all of this is you need to go to yourwholesalebiz.com. Well, here's why I say this, by the way, and I'm not, because everybody that I just mentioned right now is somebody that I've mentored with and or through and or for, right? And I love them and respect them. But here's what I know. I know that we need to take the hustle into where you are making enough money so that you can afford all of the mentorship that you need for the skill sets you need to take your business, your legacy to the next level. I think that you need money to invest in your future. And I feel like that's what we're doing. I don't know. By the way, guys, I heard somebody was in my DMs the other day, and they were like, Aaron, I feel like lately you've been like really been pushing your coaching program and all of this. And I'm like, because we're changing lives, because I need to be loud, and I tell you guys to be loud, and I'm not gonna hide this amazing thing that I have the same way that Joseph's not gonna hide it. We're changing lives here. So shamelessly, I say for all of those who are ready to invest in their business and take their business to the next level, go to yourwholesalebusiness.com, yourwholesalebiz.com, because we're creating a war room. We're creating a community that is helping individuals build six-figure businesses with predictability and profitability.
So I'm just going to throw this out there because like I'm here and why not? So Legacy Makers, just to clarify, like, it's not I'm not talking about wholesale as much in there. Surprisingly enough, we're talking about business. We bring on guest speakers, people like yourself who are doing the business or different businesses. And if you want to just level up how you think, then you can come in there. If you want to learn how to do wholesale, I'm going to refer you back to Aaron, because I know that Aaron's teaching wholesale at a high level. And I can tell you straight up, we made our first 100K in 11 months while being part of Aaron's community. And this was
years ago.
Bro, it was like 3 years
ago. This was years ago. That was in 2020. You hit your first six figures in how long, Joseph?
11 months.
Come on, man.
So I can tell y'all, if you want to learn how to step up how you wholesale and how to get into the industry and really make a disruption in here, you know what I mean? Go to Aaron. Don't take it for granted. If you want to understand how to level up the way you think, which you're going to get that in there as well, but you want to understand how to level up the way you think, you're around other like-minded people, other entrepreneurs, tap in with me with the Legacy Makers, send me a DM, and I'll give you a special discount. I'm not running out discounts ever right now, so I'll give y'all a special discount when you join. By the way, guys, we have a massively growing community right now to the tune of about 20 to 50 people a month right now that are coming into accelerated wholesaling and through your wholesale biz. Everybody who is in my community, every single one of you
And y'all know that I always put the, if I say something like this, it's because I mean it. Every single one of you should be a part of Legacy Makers. Every single one of you should be a part of Legacy Makers. And here's why. Because y'all know on our onboarding call, when you come into my community, y'all know how much I preach mindset. Everybody who comes into my community, Joseph, you must begin reading this book and consider. This is literally challenge number 1. You know what I mean? And I always say I keep that thing on me, man. It's always here. Because mindset is so important on the 12-month journey that you take with me if I'm going to help you get to 6 figures a month with predictability. And here's what I say, guys. If you're a part of my community, there's no reason why you shouldn't be a part of Legacy Makers. Because these guys, the mindset that they're talking about, what they're doing, they're congregating and coming together as a brotherhood in the community to level each other up. And you have people that are actually making major moves in there. It's a beautiful thing.
It's right here, baby.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. So,
Yeah.
Joseph, let me know. I'm putting you on public notice, Legacy Makers community. I really want to come in and serve you guys. I'm going to take this. I'm going to chop this up and put it in a reel. I'm going to go on a campaign. I want to serve the Legacy Makers community. I want to come in. I support the movement, the cause, 100%. And I would love to come in and serve you guys for, you know what I mean? And whenever that community, your community allows me, Joseph.
We'll run it up, man.
Brian Senegal says Legacy Makers, lock in, baby. Let's go. Okay, guys. All right, enough shameless plugs. We're here to give value, and we're actually already at an hour. So let's make just a handful of other calls, and we have a couple more questions that are coming in. I think it's my turn to make the next call.
Just don't laugh.
Boom.
Wherever
I know, right?
Corey just, man.
What happened?
You see Corey's name pop up, just look away because you know you're gonna laugh.
Bro, Corey is hilarious, bro. Corey always has me dying laughing. Come on.
Hello.
Hey, Maria.
¿Quién habla?
Hey, this is Aaron.
Aaron.
Yes, ma'am. I was calling about the property on 281.
¿Cuál?
The one on South US 281. Were you interested in selling it? I might be interested in buying.
Yeah, but that property has a problem.
What happened?
We don't have. It's inside the other property, and we don't have the entry.
Oh, okay. It doesn't have any road frontage.
No.
We can't get an easement from the person who owns the road frontage?
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. I have to find a lawyer for that. Yeah, because somebody told me it can be fixed like that.
Yeah, well, what if I can buy it right now as is, and then I can work on the easement and all that myself. But what if I bought it right now? How much would you sell it to me for?
No, you give me the offer, and I tell my husband it's good for him, but you need to tell me the price, how much you can give.
So just as and that's fine. I hear you. Let's say you and I were to agree on an offer right now. How soon would you be ready to move forward?
No, I'm ready. Yeah.
You ready right now? Today?
Yeah. I need to talk to my husband. See?
Is he available right now? Let's say you and I agreed on an offer.
No, he's a truck driver and he's not home.
Got you. Would he be open to maybe hopping on a call right now on a 3-way call if we were to make an offer and see if we can come to an agreement right now together?
No, you can give me the number you have in mind. I tell him and then I call you back.
Got you. Okay. Well, let me take a look at. I'm gonna make you an offer right now before we hop off the phone. Just out of curiosity, while I'm pulling up the numbers right now, other than talking to me right now, what makes you want to sell the property?
What?
What makes you want to sell the property? It's a very nice property. It looks like.
Because I don't want to go with a lawyer, but if that's the case, I need to do that. I have to do it. It's only for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got you. But you're saying that if you didn't have to go through a lawyer and all that, you know what I mean? You would
No,
go.
because I like it because it's between two the high school and the elementary school. And if I do two houses over there, you're renting is good money for renting over there. Yeah.
So you were thinking about what were you thinking about doing? Building a property on there?
Yes,
Okay, gotcha.
duplex.
Oh, you were gonna build a duplex.
Uh-huh.
And then what happened? The seller, the other person didn't want to give you an easement.
Yeah. See, this one is a old guy, and he promised to me he's gonna sign it, but he died, and that happened.
So now who are his heirs that have
His wife and I already talked with his wife, but she say is everything because he didn't do no paper before he died, and everything is in the court right now for
probate.
I think they have 4 in the family, something like that.
Oh yeah, they're probating it right now. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And then okay, so how much land is it?
I think it's 0.80, 0.90, something like that acre.
0.9 acres?
90 or 80, something like that.
So 0.9 acres?
Mhm.
All right, hold on one second. I'm looking at all the properties in the area.
Okay.
Do you know what properties like yours are going for right now in the market?
No, I don't know.
Okay, I'm taking a look right now.
Okay, it's like 2 miles, no, maybe more, like 5 miles away. They have one point 90 or 0.90 for 95,000.
How comes that one hasn't sold yet?
Which one?
The one that you're talking about for 95.
No, they sold it already.
I'm not seeing it. I'm looking it up right now.
It's like 3 weeks ago, maybe 1 month ago, they sell it.
Let me see.
And the same person has another house. The next house is I think 1 acre, something like that, in 2 old house, 120. That one didn't last like 1 week, and the other one I just told you for 95,000.
Those are all properties with frontage road, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. And from in that one, they selling is 0.80, I think, for 85,000. Yeah, in from on those I told you.
Okay. I'm going to. It looks like. By the way, are there any utilities on the property, or do they come to the front?
Before they used to live in that one, they have a mobile home, a big mobile home, and they already have everything. But I don't know. I'm not sure if they have everything or not. I don't want to lie because I don't know. But they used to have a mobile home over there.
Okay,
and the family lives there.
So that means there's probably utilities on it, huh?
Probably, but I'm not sure.
Okay, got you. Okay, well, I really appreciate you being on this phone call with me, and you've been very helpful. Maria, I'm going to place you on a brief hold, and I'm going to see if this property qualifies for what we're looking for, and I'm going to see if I can get you an approval, okay? A cash approval. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys, so I'm playing around a little bit too much, but obviously, I got all the information that I need. I'm running the numbers. While I don't know how much my realtor, by the way, who I was sharing my MLS the other day on the live, and they were like, dude, like, be careful sharing my MLS that I'm giving you access to on live. And I was like, oh, okay, I am so sorry. So I'm not going to show you guys. However, here's what I'm seeing. All of the properties that are 0.9, 0.89 are in her area are selling for 150, 135, 150, 120. I see another one that sold for 275. Now the one that sold for 275, this one is like it's super nice, so I can see why. The other ones though, I'm looking at 135, 120 conservatively. Now her property does not have frontage road, so obviously it's going to be significantly less valuable because we're going to have to fight with the owners. Now it seems like the owners in the property that separates us from frontage road are willing to work with us, but he just died. They're working with the probate. There's 4 heirs that they're working on, and so it's probably going to take a little bit of time. But the reality is, we could do some sort of like affidavit. We could do some sort of affidavit through this process and circumvent that, even while they're working on getting property vested in the right people's name and all that. We could go and talk to the 4 people who are vested on it. So with that said, here's what I'm thinking. Look, the as-is value of this property, let's call it conservatively 135. 135. That is if it was at frontage road. How much should I take off this property in terms of value if the as-is value of the property, given its size and location, is 135, but my comps are 135 with frontage road, and I'm going to require an easement with no frontage road? How much should I take off of this 135? I'm thinking 25,000, 30,000.
I'd say 25.
Let's say 30,000. All right. All right. So I'm being conservative, right? Somebody tag Logan Bentley Fulmer. Maybe I'm doing this wrong, all right? But I feel like I'm being conservative enough. And y'all call me if y'all think I'm capping, right? But I think I can sell this property. That gives me 105. I'm going to conservatively say I can sell this property for 100, and I'm going to offer 80. I'm going to offer 70 to 75.
I'd go for 70.
Hello, Maria?
Yes.
I actually have good news.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like so my finance team gave me the green light for an approval on your property that came back even higher than I anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
So what they're saying is similar properties like yours, just based on the fact that yours does not have frontage road and we need to get the easement.
Yeah, the easement, yeah.
We can do, properties like yours, we would probably be at like $70,000 to $75,000 cash.
Mm-hmm.
And we pay all the closing costs.
Okay.
And we can close in 30 days or less.
Okay, you say 70?
70,000, yes, ma'am.
Or 75?
I mean, I can do $70,000 if you tell me that you can. If you tell me right now that you can move forward, I can do $70,000.
And how many days we close?
In 30 days or less. It takes about 1 to 2 weeks to be able to clear title.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just full transparency, I don't use any of my own money whenever I close on these deals. I have funding partners, and so that allows me time to be able to fund this property cash, because we would not be taking a loan. It would be cash.
Okay.
We wouldn't be. I'm sorry. Let me say that correctly. We wouldn't be taking an institutional or traditional loan. We would be using private.
Yeah, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me talk with my husband. And what you need from us to do that?
What I need for you all is to be on the same page with me. As long as we're on the same page and y'all agree to $70,000, I pay all the closing costs, closing in 30 days. Then I'll send you a purchase agreement. And then once you sign it, I'll send it over to escrow. We open escrow, and then we're closing in 30 days or less. Or if you want, we can meet in person. But if you want to do it easy, we can send the electronic signature through email.
Where you are?
I'm based out of downtown San Antonio, off of McCullough.
Okay. Let me talk with my husband, and I call you back. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay. What time tomorrow works best for you?
Same time.
Maybe like around 2 o'clock is good for you.
Let me see right now, because I want to make sure I'm available for you. Yeah, I want to make sure I'm available for you. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Yeah, if you have time, or you tell me that.
I have an appointment. I have an appointment at 2 p.m. But how about if we did 3 p.m.?
Yeah, it's good.
You want to call me, or you want me to call you?
Can you call me, please?
Yes, ma'am. Let me do this, because what I found is that if I don't put something in my calendar, it doesn't happen. So let me let me create a quick little calendar reminder here. So I'm gonna put call Maria for the Highway 281 property.
Hey, we have another 3 places.
Okay.
Maybe he can do something. Maybe he want to sell it. He didn't tell me nothing, but I just thinking that.
No, you're getting me all excited.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm putting here a call for Maria 281 at 3 p.m. tomorrow.
Yes.
And what's your email address? That way I can send you the calendar invite, so we both get a reminder.
I don't have that.
It's okay.
I'm old.
It's okay. Is this your cell phone?
No. You want my cell phone? Is 210?
Okay, 210. Okay, I'm gonna send you a text right now, Maria. That way you have my information, and then I'll call you. Okay. I'll call you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Okay?
Okay. And your name?
My name is Aaron, like Aaron.
Oh, Aaron.
Yep.
Aaron. Okay.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Call me tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Bye. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Come on, baby, we really do this every time. The momentum is here. That's probably right there. What's that right there? That's probably what? What's that right there? That's probably what did I say? I said, look, we could sell it at 105. If they say yes to it, guys, y'all are seeing it live right here, fam. You're seeing it live right here, fam. You know what I'm saying? Stay consistent. Long-term consistency, right, will beat short-term intensity all day long, twice on Sunday. So I can sell this at 105, and so I offer 70. She's talking over with the husband. We have a time commitment to follow up tomorrow. If they say yes, that's a $30,000 deal, baby. We have 14 days to hit 11. If they say yes and we contract that, we will already exceed it, and then we will crush our goal. We will proceed to obliterate our goal. And I think the reason why we had such amazing vibes in here is because I love what they said. Look at this, Joseph. They say, as soon as I tune in, I know you're about to close and get this one. They gave themselves credit for it. I love it. So, Joseph, we're already like way over time, but you're a go-giver. You've come on here. By the way, those of you that don't know, because me and Joseph haven't put out a lot of content together over the last year and a half, just so y'all know, me and Joseph Frangos, guys, go back like 4 flats on a Cadillac, family. Like, for real. Like, Joseph has helped me. Joseph has helped me with ideas that have revolutionized the way I've run my organization. Joseph has seen my organization hit zeniths. He has also seen me in life hit the lowest of lows that I have ever been at. in business and personal, and I want to personally and publicly, because I have personally profusely thanked you for everything that you've done for me, my business. You've definitely been there in ways that most people will never know. And I want to thank you for that here publicly, Joseph. With that said, guys, Joseph is somebody I not only vouch for on a personal level, but on a public and professional level. This gentleman not only serves in the U.S. Army, but he's a father. He is an entrepreneur. He is a leader. And he's somebody who is impacting the community and lives in a way that many people can only wish to at a very young age. He's only about 27 now, right? Are you 28 now? 28?
Yeah,
28. And guys, just make sure you go follow him. Listen, I don't get paid to tell you this. I encourage those of you who are in my community to go follow Joseph Frangos. Go to legacymakers.com. Just go to see if his mission and vision resonates with you. If it doesn't, then okay, leave. That community doesn't want you anyway, right? It doesn't. That's just a fact, right? I'm being kind here. I'm being certain though. But if it does, then check out what he has to offer. Go connect with that community, because I have been there with him. In fact, guys, those of you who don't know, I was there when Legacy Makers was conceived.
Yeah.
Y'all may not know. I was there when Legacy Makers was conceived. I was there when Legacy Makers was simply a pod that was meeting once a week in a chat group on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, mind you, is one of the more successful ones that grew into guys, I remember when it was becoming a community that people were, I was like, yo, like this is becoming a thing. I remember having the conversation with Joseph being like, dude, and he was like, bro, I know. I'm like, dude. And he's like, bro, I know. Right. And it's always been, guys, always the mission and the vision for the Legacy Makers has always been something that I've been passionately and excited to advocate. Obviously, in the last year and a half, y'all haven't seen me, but you will see me pushing it a whole lot more. In fact, in 2020, y'all can go back to my lives and see me posting the logo Legacy Makers on these lives that I would be doing. Because again, guys, this is something that I'm really, really passionate about. So go to LGCYMKRS.com, legacymakers.com. Go check it out. My guy Joseph Frangos is just onto something very, very special. Now for the fathers out there, you know what I mean? You know, you will be saying where my dad's at over the next 6 to 9 months. It'll be in your head, and you'll, you know, those of you who know, you know. All right. With that said, Joseph, thanks for coming on here for a full 90 minutes, bro. What words of encouragement do you have for the entrepreneurs, novice and intermediate who are on here and on the replay as we part ways?
So, first of all, I just gotta say I love you and I appreciate you for everything you just said. It definitely means a lot. And you guys, Aaron and I go back years and years and years and years. And he was around when that was the original logo, and over time it's grown. So I definitely appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you giving me a stage to be on. It means a lot. And I know we're going to do more stuff together here moving forward. But to give you guys something to think about or live with or live on with, it's my mission statement. So you guys can take this and run with it. It's learn to live a lifestyle of positive impact on refining the past, shifting the present, and changing the future. Stop living for like what used to have happened. Start focusing on where you are now and understand that you got to fail. You're going to fail. That's okay. You got to fail early. You got to fail often. You got to fail forward. Shout out to Will Smith. Entrepreneurship, and I made a post about this on Facebook. It's a journey and it's a process. But when you get into it, you got to commit. And you got to realize that it is going to be a lot of times you with you. And you got to learn to be comfortable with that. You understand that that's where true growth happens. It's when you start to realize it within you. And what I can tell you guys, because and Aaron, you've seen it, is my business has gone from hero to zero. And if you're at zero, you should already know and be excited that hero's on its way.
That's right.
So don't feel bad if you're like, I haven't gotten a deal yet. I need to get a deal. I got to figure this out. There's ways to figure it out. You have Aaron right here showing you how to do it live. There's content everywhere. You got wholesalebiz.com, right? BIZ.
Yep.
Yourwholesalebiz.com. there's so many things around you that you can tap into now. It's just a matter of you got to learn how to invest in you. And you're either going to give up one of two things. It's either going to be time or money. I'll tell you right now, I would rather give up money than time any day of the week.
Come on.
Any day of the week.
Come on, man. That's a big fact. So big fact.
Bet on yourself, invest in yourself, push yourself, believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in you, I believe in you. And you could save that portion and just listen to that every morning. So
I love it. Joseph, you're one of my favorite human beings on the planet. You know this, man. I tell this to you on and when the cameras are off as well. With that said, thank you for coming and serving the community, making live calls, guys. Today was an incredibly productive 90 minutes. I'm grateful to have been on this call with you guys. Those of you who are tuning in on the replay and on the live, if you are ready to take your business to the next level and you're ready to go from hustler to business owner, and you want to be a part of the most progressive and comprehensive wholesaling community in the industry, then go to yourwholesalebiz.com and watch a free case study on the formula that I use to take people from hustler to predictable business owner. B quadrant. That means where you're running your business without you and your business is running better because of it. And if it makes sense to you, if you feel like you are ready, then I want you to book a strategy session with me. I don't delegate it. Guys, my wholesaling business is already automated. All right. The VA company that I have, I'm not even the CEO of that company. I'm just a chairman of the board, right? I'm not the operator. I spend the majority of my time doing what I love to do, and that is coaching, being on these calls with you guys, engaging with my community, building them up, because this is what I love to do. I've designed my life this way, so I don't delegate this task. I do the strategy session with you for free, and here's the cool thing. If you're not interested or I don't think it's a good fit, I won't make an offer to you. Only after I offer you strategy and value and I feel like you're a good fit will I make you an offer, and then you get to decide whether you want to be a part of it or not. With that said, guys, even if you never buy anything from me or Joseph, you're tuning in here live is support in of itself. And for that, we're grateful because you could be anywhere else, but you're here with us. And for that, we honor and respect you. So until next time, guys, it's your boy, Aaron Bevins, Joseph Frangos, coming to you live.
If you're not closing deals today, your business is dying.
I just really think you don't like my assignment fees. But it's all good though, cause I'll double close. Ask me how much did I make, only my mother knows. Now I'm at the dealership like I own one of those. I just made 100,000 right under your nose. 10 bands, 50 band Q Miller. My pipeline like Godzilla. Please do not play with my Skrilla. Attorney on deck, he a killer, yeah. Beat on my chest like a gorilla. Me and winning are familiar.